What's up guys, welcome back to another Celestials video. First of all, I wanted to say that I wanted to make a video about episode 11 for Celestials, but I didn't have enough ideas yet. So I'll make one eventually, but I kind of find it difficult to write a compelling story sometimes per episode and also tie the plot points together. So I will make it eventually, but just not right now. Today's character is Godfist, as you can see. He's pretty simple but really fun. Essentially, he is a light element hero who wanted to join the hero force but probably didn't have any powers. So I thought it'd be really cool if God sort of like gave him a magic hand that can do all kinds of fun tricks and like become like a really big sort of cartoony hand. So his attacks are a bit similar to the Master Hand from Smash Bros. If you remember him. But I just think he's like he would be very fun, simple, like damaged, like heavy hitting character. He would do a lot of damage to enemies. I think he's really fun. So you can see his hand would be like sort of this glowing gold, like yellow magic hand, and he would also be able to summon another magic hand. So he would have two in total. And I had some ideas for attacks, so I'm just gonna name some of them. First of all, he would have some like a basic attack, probably just some really fast like right and left hooks with his magic hands like projecting in front of him, and these would be smaller. So again, to really capture your imagination, in most of the attacks, the hand would be like really big, kind of like the Master Hand. But he would project them in front of him, so they could also be like smaller, for example, for more basic attacks. So yeah, he would have just like a regular right and left hook, pretty simple. Maybe it pushes the enemy back, but I think a really fun attack would be like a super like brass knuckle punch. So maybe he would like charge up his fist, and I think he would probably cycle through different attacks, making you a little more creative with what attacks you use. Instead of just constantly spamming the same attack. So the brass knuckle attack would be like where he charges up like a really big punch, kind of like Rayman, and then his fist would get like really big and would gain like a golden brass knuckle, and he would slam you so hard you would probably like fly through a wall or something. Like it would be like a really heavy hitting attack. Then I also thought it'd be funny if he had like an ultimate attack where he shoots his fist up into the sky like a rocket, and you see like the fire almost flying on him. And remember, it's like a really big, like magic golden fist kind of. That like glows yellow. You would see the fist going up in the air like a rocket, and then he would have to like control it in the air to make it fly down and land on someone. I also think it'd be funny if he would be able to like squish an enemy into like a ball and then basketball with them across the map to like hit other enemies with him. I think that'd be really funny, and you could hit two birds in one stone with an attack like that. Maybe he would also have an attack where he claps his hands together and can slap multiple people in its area. I also think finger guns, like I said, it's kind of similar to the Master Hand. Finger guns would also be a really good attack to close in some distance if he's too far away from enemies. And then I think another fun one would be like a massage frenzy, where he summons two of his like big hands, and he just starts like doing like a massage move where he like chops the ground, and maybe he will like chop the people in its path really aggressively. I also think a really funny one, personally, would be a backhand of doom. I don't know if you've seen like that meme clip, maybe I can still find it, where you see like a cartoon character, like a mafia boss, slap someone really hard with his backhand and he like flies across the room. I think that would be a really funny one, if he could do that. And I also think another good one would be like a hand leap, where he summons like his giant hand and like leaps across the floor. Maybe he like puts his hand down on the ground, and the hand makes him like fly up in the air, almost as if he's like doing a handstand. And then he would like leap over his own hand and fly through the air a little bit, so he could gain some mobility. A finger poke would also be a really cool one. Imagine if you just like get poked by a giant hand. And a simple grab and slam where he grabs an enemy, and maybe they have to like hit a skill check or something to escape from it, and he could slam you into the ground. That'd be a very simple attack that he could also use. I also think another fun one would be an eagle attack, where his two hands make like an eagle and start flying in the air, and maybe he could like catch someone with like two fingers, like how an eagle would grab you with its legs. And its claws, and then when he pulls you into the air, he could maybe like basket dunk you back onto the ground, which would be really fun. Maybe he could also do a Viltrumite chop. Oh, that would be really cool. I've been watching. I think a Viltrumite chop attack would be really fun. And then I think that's most of the ideas I have right now for his attacks. I don't really have many other ideas, but you can see there's a lot of fun possibilities that you could do with like hand themed attacks. Maybe he could also like grab two sticks and like start puppeteering someone. So yeah, a lot of options, a lot of fun attacks that he could cycle through. And outside of that, he's just a really simple character. I really like this idea. I'm not sure though. You'll be able to see it on the sketch. I'm not quite sure yet with his design if I would want him to have like maybe a fist logo on like his leather jacket on the back or like the front of his t-shirt. If I drew the sketch according to what I have in mind right now, because I'm pre-recording this, then he should be like a blonde man with like maybe a necklace and like a white jacket and a white shirt. And I think because he's a hero, sometimes I want to give like superheroes or logos, sometimes most of the times actually not. I'm going for more like fantasy-esque designs. But I think it'd be cool if he maybe had like a punch or like a fist logo somewhere on his jacket or on his t-shirt. So maybe I'll add it in. Who knows? Also, I just now realized that Godfist looks kind of similar to another character I made in the past called Whipmaster. They both kind of have like white clothing and like blonde hair and a beard. So I think I would probably go back and change Whipmaster's design so they're easier to differentiate. Whipmaster was actually of the magic element, so I think I'd maybe make his suit like magenta with some unique patterns on it. Maybe change his hair color to black, and maybe instead of giving him like the same beard, I could maybe give him like a goatee and like a mustache or something. So they would be easier to recognize. So I thought there was an important detail when I realized it. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say for this character. I think he would be really fun, and that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed the video and see you in the next one. Bye.